Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'm going in, but before I go in, I am going to let a few hundred of you guys come in, and I'll do this while I give some shout outs to the early birds. T. Higgins is in the building. What's up? What's up? C79. C79. Yay, yee. What up? Okay, Nikki B. Nikki B. What's up? I see Denmark checking in. Motivation checking in. Namaste. Motivation, namaste. Ronald Williams. What's up, Ron? Ski OD is in the building. Alicia Loving. Fam, this is going to be a powerful live. I'm telling you, what do I do around here, fam? I give you information and instructions to help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. I'm telling you, fam, I'm not here to waste your time. Every time you come to this channel, you're going to learn something new. Even if you already know overall the facts, or you know overall you got the information, you still going to get a nugget out of this every single time. I'm not here to waste your time. I'm going in. I'm going in right now. I see Brandon Nuances checking in. I'm going in, fam. Let me put up a picture of Aryan right quick. Aryan Foster came onto my podcast recently and set it off. Aryan had a whole lot to say. First of all, fam, salute to Aryan Foster, one of the sharpest dudes that I know. Just point blank, period. We had a very spirited, intellectual discussion on my podcast recently. And Aryan didn't pull no punches. Hell, we stayed in the red zone for whatever hour and a half that we were talking. We were in the red zone, constantly scoring points. So we got around to the issue of the national anthem. And this is what Aryan Foster had to say about the national anthem. Hear him out, fam. Hear him all the way out. This is one of the best takes I've heard on why not to stand, why any decent human being should not stand for the national anthem, should not stand for the playing of the national anthem.
Like somebody who's old like that, I always say, give me advice to your 30-year-old self. Like if you were sitting next to your 30-year-old self, like what would you tell them? Because like they're at the end of their line. You know, they have thoughts and reflections, and when you start getting older, you start to reflect and you start to compartmentalize your life and really trying to piece it together and make sense of it because it's about to be over. And so I've been doing that since I was a kid for whatever reason, trying to make sense of this shit. And when you're at the end of your rope, you've had all this experience. I need that.
Did you ever get in trouble in school with trying to like maybe show up the teacher or something with your intelligence? Like
yeah.
Prove her wrong.
Yeah.
Or him wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was younger, I was a little bit more combative. I think what it was like I understood this, and especially my father. I grew up. My father was Muslim, and it wasn't like the Eastern Muslims. It was like FOI, so the Nation of Islam. Mm-hmm. And so what I really appreciated about them was they were really keen on understanding the Bible. You had to understand the Bible, you had to understand the Quran, and you had to understand history, especially Black history. And so our household was filled with lots of these conversations, lots of these talks. And so I would challenge a lot of the status quo. Like, so when I remember I was in 7th grade, and it was just to be a dick. I didn't have any kind of like moral, you know, any kind of race to win. Every day we would stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. And I was like, it's just so stupid that we have to do this. It's dumb. I was like, what are we pledging to? And I remember having a conversation with my dad. I was like, why do we have to do that? I was like, it's so dumb. And he was like, you don't. I was like, what do you mean we don't? He was like, it's your constitutional right. It's freedom of speech. You don't have to stand for anything. I was like, say word? I was like, bet. The next day, 7th grade science class. I think it's Mr. Jacobson. Everybody stand for the pledge. I sat. He's like, Aryan, stand up. And I was like, no. He's like, Aryan, stand up. And I'm like, no. I was like, it's my constitutional right. 7th grade. And he said, well, go outside. I was like, cool. So I went outside, and when I come back, when it was done, I came back in. He said, go to the office. And I was like, okay, cool. Went to the office. They called my dad, and he was like, he doesn't have to stand. It's the whole shit he went to, and they went back in class with a little smirk on my face, like I won something. Just combative for no reason. But it was more for that. It wasn't like like I said, I was a sponge in school. I was always trying to learn shit. But systems and status quo that didn't make sense to me, I would always challenge those all the time.
How did that not standing for the flag translate into your pro career? Even in high school, because they stand for the flag.
Yeah, like I said, that was like a one-off. That was just to be a dick to that teacher. And so, like, there was no principle. There was no guiding principle there. But when I got to the league and the whole Kaepernick thing kicked off, I was with it initially because of his original premise.
Damn, has it been that long? I thought you left
16.
the league in 16?
Mm-hmm. It was 2016.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been
Man, them years
almost
playing,
almost 10 years, bro.
Damn.
But when he did that, I understood his premise, and had a conversation with him. Had a conversation with a lot of cats across the league, and most didn't want to do it. They were like, we don't want to disrespect the military, which has nothing to do with the military, but propaganda going propaganda. Mm-hmm. And so when we originally did it, I was doing it to support his protests and obviously to stop the sanction, killing of black folks by government officials, or to protest it. And since that, doing a lot of digging and research, and obviously this is well known, but at the time it wasn't. I never thought 3 seconds into digging into the history of the national anthem. But when you dig into the history of the national anthem, it was written by racists, and it was written with three verses, and one of the verses is talking about what they do with a caught slave. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck this song. And like to this day, like a lot of folks get offended when you say that, or that that you should feel a certain way about America and its songs. So I will never stand for that song again. I feel like we have some of the greatest entertainers, writers, composers in the history of humankind. We can write something better than that shit. That shit sucks. The song sucks. The words suck. Mm. I'm never standing for that shit again.
Yeah, I heard that Aryan Foster will never stand for the national anthem again. I second that motion. I second that emotion because the national flag, the national anthem, and its author suck monkey nuts.
That's one way to put it.
And there you have it, fam. The Star Spangled Banner is trash. It ain't even worth wiping your butt with. That's how little of significance it is to me. I will never stand for the playing of the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. I never stand for it. And I ain't got no problem exercising my freedom of speech, which my ancestors fought for. I ain't got no problem exercising that right. Anybody who got a problem with me exercising my freedom of speech This freedom of speech that y'all love to brag about, that you guys share it so much. If you got a problem with me, you got a problem with yourself, and you're a hypocrite, because you ain't got no problem running around talking about freedom of speech when it's something you agree with. But when you don't agree with it, then you want to get violent. Then you want to get aggravated. I ain't worried about none of that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because you look, man, I seek peace, but hey, I ain't got no problem with contact. So let's take a look. I need to make a small correction. There's 4 verses to the Star Spangled Banner. That's 4, not 3. And I am going to let you guys in on it. Check this out. Let's see if I could pull that thing up. Yeah, I got it right here, fam. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. The complete version of the Star Spangled Banner, written by Francis Scott Key. Francis Scott Key, a slave owner, a racist, a bigot, a despicable, uncivilized mutt. And some of y'all still standing for that. You ain't got to be black to sit down on this. Anybody that's decent should not be standing for this. But yet you go to these stadiums and ballparks and arenas. You go to these events and you see hundreds and thousands of people just acting like robots. Just stand right up. They don't even give a damn what them words, what it means. They don't even care about the fact that it was written by a racist. So this is the part we know. Sing it with me. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Let me tell y'all something, fam. See, that sound good. If you just really listen to those words sound nice. But when you put them in context and you tell the people, remind the people who wrote this trash, and you understand what the subsequent verses are, then it becomes apparently cynical. Let's take a look at the second verse. On the shore dimly seen through the mist of the deep, where the foe's haughty host in dread silence reposes, what is that which the breeze o'er the towering steep, as it fitfully blows, half conceals, half discloses? Now it catches the gleam of the morning's first beam, in full glory reflected, now shines in the stream, 'Tis the star-spangled banner, oh, long may it wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Now we get down to the good part. See, this is what they don't want. They were so crafty that they said, you know what? We're going to stop this thing after the first verse. We're not going to even say the second verse, because if you get to the second verse, that might be too close to this third verse, which reads, and where is that band who so vauntily swore that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion, a home and a country, should leave us no more? Their blood has washed out their foul footsteps' pollution. No refuge could save the hireling and slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave. And the star-spangled banner in triumph doth wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, thus be it ever when free man shall stand between their loved home and war's dissolution. Bless the victory and peace may the heaven rescued land praise the power that hath made and preserved us a nation. Then conquered we must when our cause it is just, and this be our motto, and God is our trust. And the star-spangled banner in triumph shall wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Now, I ask you again, those of you who have a problem with Black people refusing to stand for the national anthem, and I'll say a few other people out there who have an actual beating heart, I ask you, if those words included the call for murdering your people, a particular race that you're, or ethnic group that you are a member of, would you still stand? If you say yes, you're a clown. If you say yes, you have no integrity. If you say yes, you're a sucker. I'm never standing for it. They try to make you feel guilty when you stand. You know, it's called conformity. That's the word, conformity. They want you to conform. And we as a people, and I'm talking about society in general, are quick to conform based on what other people are doing. Sometimes we don't even question whether it's right or wrong. We just see other people doing it and we just fall right in line. I saw a video on yesterday online. There was several people sitting in a waiting room. I don't know where they were. I don't know if it's a doctor's office or what, but they were in a waiting room. And they did a test to see if this one lady who came would conform to what everybody else was doing in the room. Everybody else was in on the plate but her. So this one lady comes in, sits down, and they would ring a bell. And each time they ring the bell, everybody in the room would just stand up. And so the lady is after the first couple of times, she's looking around, she's seeing people stand up every time the bell rings, people just stand up. She's looking around and she's going like, so she remained seated the first couple of times, but by the third time the bell rings, she stands up with everybody else. She don't even know why she's standing. She never questioned why she didn't even look at anybody and say, why are we standing? She just started standing. And that's the way this society that we live in works. People conform without even asking questions now. They just conform. You got people out there, they don't even care why there are people so vehemently against standing for the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. They don't even care. They want you to stand because the man told you to stand. They told you to stand, so stand. Don't ask no questions, just stand. That's the way everything is. And then when you question something, if somebody's doing something, one of the ways that people try to be able to get away with doing stupid stuff and foul things is they immediately say, don't judge. Oh, John, you gotta let people know, man. Man, mind the business that pays you. Don't judge. People say that oftentimes so that they can get away with doing stupid stuff, so that they're not questioned. But we all judge every day, and we're judged every day. So people just like that selective outrage thing, where they like to pick and choose when they want to judge or when they want to be judged and when judgment can take place. Don't get it twisted. I'm not fooled. I'm not standing for the national anthem. And like I said, if you stand for the national anthem today, you ain't got to be black. If you stand for that national anthem, then I know something else you stand for. Going into the comments. Brandon Nuance, what's up? Yay. Got me another one. Hold on. I got me a troll. Got me a troll. I'm finna block this troll, right? But first, I'm gonna insult him. I'm gonna do you like your mama and your daddy do you. They don't love you. You have hard time with girlfriends. I know this gonna hurt, and it's true. I don't even know you, but I know how trolls operate and I know how they think. So I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you something real good for you. And you're probably gonna go out and do something bad to yourself. If you ain't already tried, you probably try again. But this is gonna hurt. This is gonna get really under your skin. It's gonna hurt. But you need to know this. You ain't shit. Your daddy wasn't shit. His daddy wasn't shit. If you have a son, your son ain't gonna be shit. Why? Because you don't have any type of information or instructions to give him to help him survive in this world. You are morally and principally bankrupt. You spend your time trying to cause confusion. You don't care anything about righteousness. You just spend all your time trying to cause confusion. You more likely don't have a girlfriend, and if you do have a girlfriend, she's only using you. She's only there for a short time. And you also know this. Nobody likes you. When you die, there'll probably be 3 people at your funeral. Your mama, your daddy, and the priest. The funeral director won't even be there. They're going to bring the casket and leave. They're going to just bring it to the church, and then they're going to burn off. They're going to be gone. You might not even have a funeral. Nobody's going to care when you die. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Nobody likes you. You're irrelevant. I'm not going to say your name. I'll never give you that much attention. But I know today, I have made today one of your worst days. And for that, I'm grateful. Have a good trip, you uncivilized mutt. That felt good. All right, moving on, fam. More positive things. What's up, Donna Mac? Brandy Nuance. Miss Jazzy is in the building. What's up, Miss Jazzy? Samuel Sadiq, what it do? Jen Juice, what up? E. Johnson, what's up? What is it? Cords DeVille? Is that Cords or Cards? Cards DeVille, okay. All right. What's up, Rudolph? I ain't got to say your last name. Ain't too many Rudolphs out there, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. Thunderberg. Boy, is that your real name, man? If that's your real name, that is a hell of a last name. If I had a last name like that, that would be my rap name, Thunderberg. Ain't nobody, that's different. Ain't nobody going to get close to that. Thunderberg. Thunderberg Live. Ali bin Yabib. Leon Razor. Nandi Johnston, what's up? Jacqueline Jones. Yeah, fam, a lot of new subscribers. With new subscribers, there's going to be people that come in that have no intention on coming to get information or, trying to contribute anything to the platform. There are going to be people that come on just to be nosy, just to snoop around and run back and, and tell, They're going to be those types. So the wind from time to time is going to blow the trash in. So when they come in, we just have to be diligent about making them feel unwelcomed. What's up, Dave Parker? Silsby, Texas in the building. Nikki B. Gregory Hubbard. What's up, Greg? What it do, Greg? Dan P says, if they take that verse out, is it the same song? Yeah, you know why? Because it was written by a racist. See, that's what y'all got to understand. This is a principle thing. It don't matter that the third verse is not sung. It don't matter if they say, hey, man, we're going to try to rewrite history. You can't rewrite history. The song was written by a slave owner. That's enough right there to say, yo, if we're going to do this thing, we're going to have a song like that, we need a new one. It's like Aryan said, man, we got so many brilliant songwriters. Man, we could write something better than that. There's so many brilliant songwriters out there. We can write something better than that. Hell, R. Kelly can write something better than that. That's right, I said it. Let R. Kelly write the new national anthem. It'd be dope. Imagine R. Kelly. Man, R. Kelly can write that, man. R. Kelly tatter hinges off that thing. I vote for R. Kelly to write the national anthem. R. Kelly. New national anthem written by Robert Kelly. R. Kelly will send that thing out. Man, he'll knock that thing out the park. Linda Williams, what up? Be nice, what it do? Yeah, it's the same song, fam, because you got to think. Even if you just take the first, let's just say that Monster wasn't behind writing the song, but the song, if you listen to the song, I mean, you really can't separate him from the song, because even if you just use the first verse, the second verse or a third verse was probably already in his mind. He already had, it was that third verse that inspired the first verse. Think about what I'm saying. So he already had that mentality. The first verse was just setting it up so he can get to the third verse. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's got to go. That's got to go. I'll say it again. The national anthem and its author, Francis Scott Key, suck monkey nuts. Appreciate y'all for joining the live, fam. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way out the door. Drop a comment. Even if you don't drop words, just throw up a smiley face, do a thumbs up or something. Put that engagement on them, fam, because they've been, messing with my numbers over here, so y'all know my numbers ain't right. Typically, I have thousands of people watching this live, but something's going on with my channel, so y'all just kind of stick with me and help thug it out with me until we get this thing back on track. Until next time, fam, I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day or your night or your morning, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.